Here's an interesting story that's kind of funny. So, of course, you have everything going on with Netflix and that show that they put out and the backlash that it's getting. A lot of people upset about that show. I'm one of them. I think it's terrible, and I think it's normalizing some stuff that I know a lot of people don't want to see normalized. But a lot of people will come out and say, well, the show's actually against that. It's trying to change that. It's trying to show what it does and how it hurts girls. Okay, well, you could have done that without turning it into some kind of softcore porn for people, which is exactly what they did. That's why it's trash. That's why it's trash. And you've got critics coming out now simping for it. Old Scotty Mendelson, of course. I'm not shocked at all that he writes an article like this. The controversy over Netflix with Cuties is totally ridiculous. This guy is a very, very good corporate shill. He's written article after article about The Last Jedi. How great it is, how the fans are trash. I'm sure this will be his next hill to die on. He will be writing promotional pieces over Cuties probably for the next year. It shouldn't really surprise you too much because, as you can see, the critics have given it a certified fresh score of 83%. That shouldn't be surprising to anybody. I did a whole video on this. This is why I thought this was kind of funny. They actually shut down the audience score for the film. You say, well, maybe it was never open. Oh, but it was. I did a whole video on it. As you can see right here, it used to be 6% based on 95 user ratings. Now, what I think is funny about this is a lot of people probably had no idea that this movie was on Rotten Tomatoes. That's why there was only 95 user scores. The movie's already out in like France and a few other places. It was at the Sundance Film Festival where it, of course, won an award. Very good heels versus babyface video, as you can see there in the top right corner, about how the guy who ran the Sundance Film Festival has a pretty sketchy past. He's been charged with something quite serious that makes you wonder, oh, okay, well, that must be why the film got an award. Maybe it became a personal favorite of that man. You know what I'm saying? But you can see here, the audience score was open. This is August 21st, 2020, when I ran that story. And now we go to Rotten Tomatoes. And as you can see, the audience score has been removed. What's even funnier, if you take a look, the critic score has changed. It went from 82% to 83%. So that score has actually gone up. I expect it to become something in the high 90s by the time this actually releases on Netflix. I guarantee you, when this film comes out on Netflix, the score by critics for this movie will be in the high 90s. Watch. I guarantee you it will. Stunning and brave. Beautiful. Oh, really brave of that director to make this film. We need more films like this. Those will be the headlines. But it's just funny. Like, so this is supposed to come out like a couple of days after a film releases, then you get the audience score. But it's a little bit different this time because the film's already been out for like a year, I guess. I guess it's been out for a year. I can't totally confirm that, but it's been out for a minute. All right, it's already been released. People have seen it. That's why the audience score was there, but then the attention to the movie came. And people went over there and were, of course, there were some people for sure giving it bad reviews, but for the most part, there were actual reviews for that movie, and it was still pretty low. Most normal people, they don't get down with this kind of stuff, and they find these kinds of movies disgusting. And, of course, critics are going to praise it because they obviously there's some weird thing going on where some people are trying to make this a normal thing, and I totally disagree with that, and a lot of people do. That's why when you go to the main trailer now over on YouTube, it has 1.4 million downvotes. I think it's probably the most downvoted thing on the website at this point. I could be wrong. I believe it used to be like Ghostbusters 2016, but now it's Netflix Cuties. Amazingly, they have not turned the comments off. I'm shocked that the comments aren't turned off for this. But it's just funny to me. 1.4 million downvotes. That should tell you something. Also, there's a petition to get rid of it that has over 328,000 signatures. It's a lot. So it's just funny to me that Netflix is moving forward with this still, and they're going to stick with it, which I find pretty funny. What a hill to die on. Netflix, what is wrong with you? I didn't know this. I didn't know that this is over a million downvotes until I went and checked this too. That's crazy. I thought last time I looked at it, it had like a couple 100,000. That shot up real fast. But yeah, I think it's funny, all the covering up and the protection that this movie gets. And now Rotten Tomatoes running in and turning off the audience score so that people actually think that this is some kind of special superheroic film when it's anything but. Yeah, what a world, huh? What a world. Anyway, that's it, guys. What do you think about all this? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Also, if you would, throw a like up, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.